Hey, what's going on, y'all? Big Sarge here, host of the Sports Talk with Big Sarge show, live on YouTube, and co-host of the Locked On Texans podcast. All right, on Saturday, the Houston Texans lost to the Kansas City Chiefs by a score of 27-19 right here at G-Haw Field. But that's not the story. That's not the story. The Houston Texans lost their spark plug on the offensive side of the ball. The Houston Texans lost one of their brothers. The Houston Texans lost the energy in the locker room. The Houston Texans lost one of their inspirational leaders in wide receiver Tank Dell, a person who had fought so hard to get back to the top, to the pinnacle of where he was playing. And even in this game, he had 6 catches for 98 yards and a touchdown, and he looked well on his way to getting over 100 yards receiving. This was by far one of the best games of the season for Tank Dell. And even when he got injured, he held on to the ball for a touchdown for the Houston Texans. But during all my time of watching football, and I have watched a lot of football, and I have seen some horrific and tragic injuries. This is by far one of the worst. And it was so bad that I couldn't watch it twice. After seeing what happened, I could not. After watching it live, I could not watch it again. And especially for someone that I have been knowing since him coming into the NFL, covered him at the NFL draft, and had the opportunity to speak with him every week since he's been a Houston Texans in that locker room during the season. And so it's just hard, and you could see the wear and tear on his teammates' face. Not only that, after the game, I got a chance to see Patrick Mahomes in the hallway, and I told him, "Hey, good game, Mr. Mahomes," and he retorted with "thank you" and still praying for Tank. And that means a lot. That means a lot when you have that type of brotherhood, when, yes, you can be an opponent inside of the lines, but no one ever wants to see anybody get hurt. The Houston Texans also lost guard Shaq Mason to a knee injury and Jimmy Ward to a foot injury. But all thoughts and prayers are with wide receiver Tank Dell, who will stay in the Kansas City area in the hospital overnight to be evaluated before he returns back to Houston. C.J. Stroud was emotional during the game. After the injury, you could clearly see it on his face. And after the game, he was even more emotional because him and Tank Dell are very close. Him and Tank Dell are like what the old people say, 2 peas in a pod. And to see his brother, his best friend, laying out there on the field like that after sustaining such a terrible injury, it hurt him really bad. And head coach DeMeco Ryans talked about it as well. And so in that locker room, it was a somber mood. Yes, they were not happy that they lost the game, but they were more hurt behind the fact that they've lost a brother and a teammate. Make sure you subscribe to the Sports Talk with Big Sarge show on YouTube at Big Sarge Media. Make sure you follow me on the app formerly known as Twitter at Big Sarge Sports with a Z at the end. Follow me on the Tick and the Talk at Big Sarge Media. Follow me on Instagram at Big Sarge Sports with a Z at the end. And make sure you subscribe to the Locked On Texans podcast and to the Locked On Texans YouTube page. The Houston Texans will be back in action on Wednesday at home at NRG Stadium against the Baltimore Ravens on Christmas Day. But right now, all thoughts and prayers are with wide receiver Tank Dell. Big Sarge, I'm out.